Our next guest is Dr. Elisa Song, a pediatrician and gut health expert. She just wrapped up a study looking at how early gut support can help prevent eczema and allergies in babies, especially those born by C-section. Dr. Song, hello and welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Most definitely. So tell me, what did you learn?
Well, we know that babies born by C-section are born with a microbiome gap compared to vaginally birthed babies, which puts them more at risk for allergic conditions like eczema, asthma, and food allergies. What we learned in our study was that with a microbiome test and personalized microbiome plan, we could reduce that risk of eczema with these C-section babies by up to 83%.
Ooh.
And with nearly 10 million kids in the United States with eczema, this could be a game changer for parents.
I love that. So what steps can parents take early on to support their baby's gut health then?
Well, the first step is knowing that the microbiome is so important for your baby's gut health. 80% of their immune system lies in their gut, and their gut informs how their immune system develops. So now we know, look at the gut, and from the very beginning, understand the steps to take, like breastfeeding when possible. That skin to skin contact with your baby right up close to you is amazing for their microbiome. Avoiding unnecessary antibiotics. When they start solids, we want to really focus on those foods that nourish their gut microbiomes, like fiber and phytonutrients, all that color in their diet, and even fermented foods.
And how do things like breastfeeding and probiotics, or the skin-to-skin contact, how does that really make a difference?
Yeah, well, breastfeeding is like superfood for babies' gut microbiomes. They have very special sugars called human milk oligosaccharides, or HMOs, that specifically feed the good bacteria called bifidobacteria that is like a superhero for their baby's gut. That skin-to-skin contact helps your microbiome as a mama get transferred to the baby, and things like probiotics and supplements can help to fill in those gaps that food or breastfeeding may not be able to completely cover. So they all play a role.
And are all these strategies helpful for all babies or just mostly those born by C-section?
That's a great question. They are helpful for every single baby because we also know from a recent study that even babies who are vaginally birthed, many of them, up to 3/4 of them, are lacking or insufficient in this gut superhero bifidobacteria. So all babies really need that microbiome support from the very beginning.
Beautiful. And so what's the most important takeaway you want parents to remember from your research?
Well, the most important takeaway is that it is never too early and it's never too late to start optimizing your baby's gut microbiome for lifelong health.
Beautiful. And how soon should parents start thinking about supporting their baby's gut health?
I would say before they're born, but really from the moment that they're born, if they can start thinking about what are the steps that I can take to support my baby's gut microbiome so I can support their gut immune system development and their gut brain connection. It's never too early, like I said. Ideally, it would be at birth.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Song.
Well, thanks for having me.
Of course.